Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do a workout that is entirely on the ball. Actually, there's one exercise we're doing that doesn't involve the ball, but it's body weight. So you only need a fit ball and one dumbbell for this exercise, and a balloon. Baloo came to help, and Tubby's back there as well. So I have my helpers. Make sure you have your helpers. So we're going to do, if you don't have a ball, this one, you can do some of these with different objects. You can do, first we're going to do some lats with a bridge on the ball. So you could do this on the floor in a bridge. So I'll give you a different example every time if you don't have a ball of how you can do it without one. Okay, so we're going to grab one dumbbell and we're going to walk out into a bridge with your head and your shoulders on the ball. So I'm going to try to avoid my favorite doggy here, one of my favorite doggies. You might have to move Baloo. And so I'll start off here so I can walk out. Look out, baby. Look out. Okay, your head and your shoulders are resting comfortably on the ball. You're going to take this weight overhead and we're going to do lats. So we're just hinging at the shoulders here. Your elbows are going to stay straight. So you're going to take this overhead and then straight back up. So this is a shoulder and a lat exercise. If this hurts your shoulders, you can bend your elbows like this. Just keep them at the same angle. We're not doing a tricep exercise here. We're doing your lats. So 3. And you can do this on a bridge on the floor. 4, 5, breathing, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, make sure you're breathing, 9, and 10. Good, so just going level with your body and then coming straight back up overhead. Okay, walk yourself back up, and then you can press that weight off to the side somewhere where you're not going to trip over it or run into it. Okay, next we're actually not going to use the ball for the next one. We're going to do squats, just a little squat hold with uppercuts. So this is just all body weight. I want you to go down into a squat like this. So we're doing just a squat hold, and we're going to do some punches. So this is an uppercut. So your hands are here, just like you're boxing, and you're going to cover your face. Hands are here, and we're just going to uppercut. So you're just going to punch like you're going to punch under someone's chin, right? So if you're punching under something. So we're going to do, let's do 12 on each side. So getting that squat hold, 1, 2, give it a good jab, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, so you're just punching right under there, getting it's a really good shoulder exercise while you're holding that squat, and it's getting your core as well. Okay, now we're gonna go back onto the ball. The rest of them involve the ball. So if you don't have a ball, you could do this. This one's gonna be a difficult one if you don't have a ball. We're gonna do a back extension. So one thing you can do is just lie on the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades. So lying face down on the floor, lifting your hands up off the ground, and squeezing your shoulder blades if you don't have a ball here. If you do have a ball, we're going to be in a similar position to the other day when we did our hip extension. This time we're going to do a back extension. So you're going to be back just a little more. You're rounded over the ball here, right? So I'm just going to put my hands on my shoulders. And you're going to lift your shoulders or lift your chest up off the ball slightly. So I'm only going to neutral. I'm not going way back here, okay? So I don't want to go into back extension. This is a back extension exercise, but you're only coming up to neutral. We've done this one other time, not too long ago. 4, try to hold it for a count of 2 or 3. 5. If this is really challenging for you, only do 5. Or try it on the floor like my alternate suggestion is just lying on the floor, lifting up your hands like this, and squeezing your shoulder blades. 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. Good. You should be feeling that all up and down here. So we did your lats, which is a big back exercise, and then this one. If you have low back pain with this, try the one on the ground, and I will demonstrate that real quickly. So just lying on the ground like this and squeezing your shoulder blades like this. So that'll be a little bit easier on your low back if you do have low back pain with those. Okay, now we're going to take this ball over to the wall, and we're going to do a hip extension into the ball. So I'm going to get this over here. It works best if you stand hanging onto a chair or something. So I'm going to grab my chair here. So if you have the back of the chair, you're going to put the ball against the wall, and you're going to stand with your calves against the ball. So it's going to be really difficult for you to see exactly what I'm doing, but you're going to stand on one foot, and you're going to move into the ball. So what you're doing essentially is this hip extension that we've done at some point in the past, but you're doing it against the ball. So you're adding resistance to that hip extension. It's not a very big movement. You're, like I said, you're not really even going to be able to see what I'm doing very well, but I like to have a chair in front of you so you have that for balance. You want to keep that knee straight. Don't bend your knee because then you're getting your hamstrings. So keep your knee straight, push into that ball. It's not a very big movement, so you can barely see that I'm doing anything, but you're really working those your glutes here, really squeezing underneath, keeping that leg straight so your hip does the work, not your hamstrings. 9 and 10. Now we're going to switch sides. So like I said, it's not a very big movement, but it's standing up nice and tall, gently pressing into the ball with your straight leg. And keep this chair here nice and close so you can stand up. I don't want it to be out here and you're down here pressing. I want you standing up nice and tall and just pressing into the ball with one leg at a time. 2 more. 9 and 10. Good. All right, you should really be feeling that right up in here. Your hamstrings may feel it a little, but really focus on keeping that knee straight so that you're not involving that as much. Okay, now we're going to sit on the ball, and we're going to do those ab leans on the ball. So abs on the ball. So you want to kind of come to the front of the ball. I have my heels kind of out. You can do this against a wall. That's a really good way so you don't feel like your heels are sliding, especially if you don't have shoes on. I always recommend wearing shoes for these exercises, but if you don't have shoes on, your socks aren't going to give you much traction here. So you can put your feet up against a wall. Your knees are bent. You're going to come up towards the front of the ball. First, you can keep your hands here on your knees, and slowly you're going to lean back. So you want to keep your back tall. You're just leaning back at the hips. You're not doing this, and you're also not diving back with your shoulders. So you're not arching your back as you go back. You're keeping everything you've got like a kickboard in a pool on your back, and so you're going to lean straight back. So you can do this to begin with by bringing your hands from your knees and then back. If that feels okay, try bringing your hands here across your chest. You're leaning straight back. If you need more challenge than that, you can bring your hands overhead, as long as this doesn't hurt your back. Wherever you are along there, we're going to try 10. And you can always do more of these. If you're feeling like, okay, I'm just really starting to feel it, do a few more. You can do 12, you can do 15. It's not going to hurt you to do more of these, as long as you're really getting a good contraction right here and you're not feeling it in your low back. Okay. And one more with the ball. We're going to do a balance challenge. And we're going to hold the ball and do big circles like this. So, I just hit my fan. I want you to stand, again, like I do for a lot of balance challenges. You either want to, you should know by this point where your balance challenge is. If you're going to stand with your feet close together, or you could do a staggered stance, a tandem stance, or a single leg stance here. And what you're going to do is we're going to hold onto that ball. So get a good, hold on the sides. We're not holding it tightly or anything, but we're going to make a big circle all the way around. Like you're framing, you're making a circle around your whole body so I can see your head, see your face the whole time. We're going to go 5. That's 3. So this is a core and balance challenge. Lots of balance does involve core. It's all connected. You want all of that to stay strong, to keep your balance, avoid falls. Okay, that was 5. Now we're going to switch feet, and we're going to go the opposite direction. So when you do this in subsequent sets, mix up which direction you're going on each foot. So the next time, if you can remember, try to remember to go the opposite direction on the opposite foot. So you can write it down, or you can just, you can go the same direction on both feet and then go the opposite direction on both feet the next time around. It's generally challenging to switch the direction in which you're taking your ball, but it makes you, so if you're here and then you switch and go this way, you'll notice a big difference. It's just more challenging to keep switching which way you're going. Okay, that's it for today. Remember, you can go do 5 minutes of cardio now, go back through these, go try to get through them 2 or 3 times. If you absolutely only have time to get through them once, that's okay. Like I said, it's always better to do something than nothing, but try not to make that your only thing you do. Every single time, if you only get through it once every single time, try getting it through it a couple times, the next week. And then try that for a couple weeks, and then the next week, try to get it through it 3 times. Really keep challenging yourself and keep moving. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. You can comment, send me a private message, anything like that. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day.